Hi guys, I'm Roshni from Roshni Hair and Makeup. Welcome to our Asiana bridal beauty tutorial. Today we're going to create a winter fall look on our beautiful model Roma. Before I start applying any makeup today, it's really important that I prep Roma's skin. A lot of women underestimate the importance of skincare and skin preparation before applying makeup. It's just as important as finding the right dress or getting your body in the right shape. We're firstly going to apply onto Roma's skin the CLINIQUE Even Better Clinical Dark Spot Corrector. It's great for reducing pigmentation and evening out the skin tone. It's really common in Asian women to have discoloration. Coupled with that, I'm now applying CLINIQUE Even Better Skin Tone Correcting Moisturizer. It's really important to get the oxygen onto the surface of the skin to give the skin a beautiful glow and radiance. I think having really good moisturized skin is so important, especially when applying foundation, because you'll find that the foundation will glide beautifully onto the skin. We're going to target the eye area using the same family, the CLINIQUE Even Better Eyes Dark Circle Corrector. This comes with a really cool metal tip which actually targets puffiness. Primers are great for evening out uneven skin balances, such as open pores, fine lines. So we're going to be using the SMASHBOX Photo Finish Foundation Primer, which is oil-free, shine-free, and it's great for creating the winter fall look, which is a very matte, velvety finish. I'm going to take it into the T-zone. You can see immediately that the skin's starting to look really soft, even, and velvety, which is exactly the sort of finish that we're looking for. The last step is applying the under eye. This is really crucial, especially when you've got dark circles, which is a common problem with the South Asian skin. And tapping this in an outward motion to fill in any lines, which is great for creating a really smooth, even finish with the foundation and the concealer later. We now need to move on to the concealer. For this, I'm going to use the BOBBI Brown Creamy Concealer in Pale Yellow. This comes in two sections, one which is the actual concealer, which actually targets the redness and any dark pigmentation, and then you can seal it off with the powder. So I'll apply this, targeting and paying particular attention to the area around the nose and under the eyes. We're now applying the foundation. It's really important to understand not to change the colour of the skin, but more from a perspective of balancing out the skin tones and giving her a beautiful glow. I'll be using the Tom Ford Triceless Perfecting Foundation with SPF 15. This is an amazing foundation. It has a very light texture, but when applied it's got great coverage and leaves a sort of a very velvety matte finish. So I'm applying this from the nose, working my way downwards into the cheeks and the outer and under part of her cheeks. Next step will be to set the foundation in place and ensure that you've got the longevity for a full day of fun that you've got ahead of you for your wedding. So for this I'm going to use the MAC Mineralizing Medium. It comes with it comes in a compact and it's great for touch-ups throughout the day. Just using a big powder brush and using quite brisk movements, just covering the area. You don't want to mattify her skin too much. Now that we've completed the base and foundation on Roma, we're going to move on to the eyes. The look that we're trying to create here is a smoky silver gunmetal type of finish, which is one of my favourite looks that was seen on the runway for the Winter Fall collection on the Donna Karan models. I'm using the BOBBI Brown, a long wear eye base. We start applying this in small, brisk movements from the inner corner of the eye lid and working your way upwards, covering the full eye area. And it gives you sort of a very neutralized eye base. If you do have rather dark eyelids or red eyelids, you've got creasing, applying the base neutralizes it so that you actually get the true essence of the color that you're trying to apply with the eyeshadow. For the eyeshadow, we'll be using the Tom Ford Quad in Ice Queen. This is really amazing because it comes in 4 colors and 4 textures. You've got a matte finish, satin finish, sparkly, and shimmer. With the look that we're trying to achieve, a lot of the brides tend to have oxidized silver embroidery, and this palette works perfectly because it complements it without it looking too dark and too heavy. We'll start with working on the lightest shade and working down into the inner sockets. I'm now taking the medium, which is a slightly lighter shade of gunmetal, and I'm applying that just on the balls of the eye. Take a blending brush and just work your way using the same lighter colour, and just bring the two colours together so that you don't have blocks of colour but more of a blend. Finally, you want to add definition, so you are going into the darkest shade of the quad and applying the darkest shade in the corners and taking it right up into the socket. And finally, what I like to do is the best bit of sparkle and apply a little bit of this just directly into the ball of the eye. Gives her a beautiful pick-me-up. So this is the eyeshadow done now. Now that I've completed the eye area with the eyeshadows, I'm now looking to frame the eyes using the Estée Lauder Double Wear Stay Onyx gel liner. It's a beautiful dark black almost, which complements the beautiful gunmetal shades. And again, the same on the other side, to feather out any harsh lines. I now need to fill in the waterline. For this, I'm going to be using Clinique Quick Liner for Eyes Intense. It's amazing because it has great staying power. Again, addressing what brides want, longevity for reception looks. You know, it'll last for a good number of hours without smudging. We now need to have the mascara. So for this, I'm going to be using the MAC Extreme Lash in black. Comes in a really sort of a dense wand, so I can get right deep into the lashes. Brilliant, so that's the top lashes done. This is the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara, and it comes in a tiny little wand. And it's great because you can get right into the bottom lashes. Again, using the same zigzag motion to add a little bit more of a sparkle and bringing the top and the bottom of the eyes together. So that's our eyes done. The brows are so important because they frame the face. So for this, we're going to be using the SMASHBOX Trio, which comes in a brunette. It's got two colours, a dark brown and a light brown, and a wax. I'm not here to create a new brow, I'm just filling in any sort of areas where the hair looks sparse. I'm just going over it in soft strokes, in an outward motion. So that's the eye area, and the eye is now complete. You've applied yourself a beautiful base, and ultimately you've taken away a lot of the shadows. So the whole purpose behind contouring is to restructure and add 3 dimension to her face. For this, we're using the amazing SMASHBOX Trio, which comes in 3 colours. You've got the dark, the light and the medium, and it comes in a beautiful contouring brush. I like to use the darkest colour first, enough to give her face the structure. A lot of brides want to look really slim, so this is the ideal way of doing this. It's a beautiful 3D effect, making her cheeks really pop out around the middle of the nose, just on the top of the forehead, the top of the lip, just where the cupid's bow is, and that's brilliant for making the lips pop out. To give Rona's skin a little bit of warmth, I'll be using the BOBBI Brown blusher, which has a beautiful matte finish in tawny. I like to work in quite a brisk movement, starting from the outside of the cheek, moving towards the apples. Just dust it slightly, quite a brisk movement. To complete the look for Roma, we want to create this beautiful lush lips. We use the Creme de la Mer lip balm. We're going to line the lips with the MAC Lip Pencil in Vino, because this actually gives the longevity. I personally like to use a lip brush to create really defined lipstick. The Tom Ford lipstick in Black Dahlia. It's got a beautiful, deep plum velvety finish. For brides who want to go for a little more of a softer, more genteel lip colour, rather than something so strong, what I would recommend is the Michael Kors Lip Luster in Icon. It has the same shade, but it's a lot softer, and it's just got a lip gloss, and it's great because it's hydrating as well. Now that Roma's makeup is complete, we need to move on to her hair. A very common problem that I deal with brides is thinning, fine hair, lifeless limp hair. What I'm going to recommending the AVEDA Imati Scalp Revitalizer to give her more fullness and more body to the hair. So it's like a hair treatment that works with the follicles of the hair. Massaging it on a daily basis will actually increase the growth and give your hair a lot more fullness and body and vitality. So obviously I won't be doing that today, but Roma has been doing that, and she's been coupling that with the shampoo and the conditioner. I've then brushed the hair into a low pony using the AVEDA paddle brush, sectioned off the front part of her hair and created a low ponytail. Now sectioning the front part to create the drama and the waves for the styling and the dressing. Protect it from the heat using the OJON Rare Blend Leave-In Preheat Styler. I'm using the depth of the wand close to the root to create the big bouncy wave that I'm looking for. Once you've created this wave, I need to start building and making sure that the hairstyle is going to stay for a long period of time. For this, I want to make sure that I start to set the curls individually using the AVEDA Control Hairspray. Now I'm going to tongue the hair section by section. It's really important that you do take care when styling the bride's hair, because she spent months and months looking after her hair, and you want to sort of just make sure her hair looks healthy and alive. I'll now slowly work across the crown of the hair to create the rest of the curls before dressing the hair. Guys, we've now completed the look on Roma, which is the winter fall look for her reception or an evening event. We've styled the hair, which is quite sort of Hollywood, red carpet, very sort of glamorous, yet elegant, and we've sort of just used all of her real hair. And I'm going to now just do the final settings using the AVEDA Control Force, which is in a firm hold, so you know that she can party all night and her hair is going to stay intact. Once we've completed this, I think it's really important not to neglect the body, because a lot of the garments tend to have off the shoulders, there's visibility of her back, and obviously, you know, just having that lush, sensuous feeling that you're leading up to your big day. What I'd like to do is recommend the Jo Malone range of products. These are beautiful because you've got the English Pear and Freesia body wash and hand gel. Complement that with the really moist and hydrating skin cream in Wild Bluebell. The body creams, it adds hydration and a beautiful radiance to the skin, using it particularly around the elbows, the back and the collarbone. It gives a bit of a glow and gives your skin a beautiful lift. And to finally complement that, I would like to recommend the Jo Malone body cologne. You can apply that to sort of behind the ears, in the crease of the elbow. This one in particular is the Funi and Blush Suede. To complement and finish off the look, you mustn't neglect the nails because the hands will be on show. I would probably recommend something to balance out the deep eyes and the deep lips with the Michael Kors Nail Lacquer in Hint, which is a nude nail colour that will complement the look fully and add the glamour effect.